I'm suing Suno and Udio, and I have filed class action lawsuits against these companies on behalf of all independent artists, songwriters, and music producers who had their music stolen.
It hits us the wrong way because we like, where's the human invention in it? Where's the creativity?
Music sound bland, it sound boring, and which is, we talk about AI and artificial intelligence, but shuck, that's the only thing that has a pure soul right now.
So I've been sitting with this thought for a while now, and I think it's finally time I say it out loud because I know I can't be the only one thinking about this. I've been closely watching what's been going on with the Suno Timbaland situation and the recent Suno and Udio lawsuit. If you don't know, those are two big players in AI-generated music right now, and they're both in some deep legal waters. Music publishers are coming after them for copyright infringement, artists are divided, some are terrified, others are experimenting with it, and some are just tired of talking about it. I've been in the cut watching it all unfold, feeling kind of uneasy, and I couldn't figure out why until it hit me. I'm kind of a hypocrite. Let me explain. So I'm not stealing from artists. I make my own beats, I record, I write, I mix, master. I'm not out here ripping vocals from other songs or using Suno to recreate Kanye tracks. But at the same time, I'm doing something that's not all that different, because when I need a graphic designer, I don't hire one. I ask ChatGPT to generate a concept. Maybe I used an AI image generator. When I need a legal contract or an NDA, I'm not emailing a lawyer, I'm prompting ChatGPT and I'm using AI. And I started realizing, yeah, I may not be taking food off a musician's plate, but I am skipping over professionals in other creative fields, graphic designers, writers, lawyers, real people, real skills, and I'm not paying them. That's when it hit me. I'm benefiting from the same type of disruption that I'm watching unfold in the music world. And I didn't even question it. I just adapted, and that's wild. Why is it that when AI messes with my profession, when it threatens music, when it touches something sacred to me, I get defensive? But when it saves me money on contracts or thumbnails, I don't think twice. What does that say about me? What does that say about how fast all of this is moving? And honestly, I think that's the real conversation we need to have. Not just, is Suno bad or is Udio gonna ruin the industry? The real conversation is, what does it mean when creators like me, and maybe like you, start cutting corners because AI makes it so easy? And it's not even about being lazy. That's not it. I'm not being lazy. You're probably not being lazy either. We're just trying to be efficient. We're trying to save money. We're trying to keep things moving. I mean, we're small teams. Being an independent artist sometimes is a team of one, and we're trying to make this huge impact. But what we don't realize is that in doing that, we're unintentionally making other people's jobs feel replaceable. I think the word that keeps coming to mind is tension. I feel this tension between loving what AI allows me to do and also knowing that it's slowly reshaping industries in a way that could really hurt some folks. We're living in a time where the best designer might not get picked because Midjourney can do something close enough in 5 seconds. The best copywriter might get ignored because ChatGPT spit out a caption that'll work just fine. And a lawyer might not get hired because I just need a quick NDA template and I'm not trying to pay $300 an hour. Now again, I'm not saying any of this to pretend like I'm better than anyone. I'm saying this because I'm doing it. I'm right there with you. I'm leaning into AI. I've used it to speed up my process and it's helped a ton. Can't even lie. Particularly what I call the big 3 C's. ChatGPT, CapCut, and Canva. I know for a fact many artists' lives have been changed by utilizing these tools for their creativity and marketing. But I'm also starting to wonder, what's the cost? Because while we keep saying AI is a tool, it's also a replacement. That's just the truth. It is replacing things. Not everyone, not everything, but enough to make a dent. And if I'm being honest, that makes me uncomfortable because I don't want to be someone who just takes. I want to be someone who builds with people and not just around them. I still believe in the value of collaboration. I still think the best stuff comes from real human interaction and exchange. When someone surprises you with an idea that you would have never had alone. AI can help, but it doesn't have a soul yet. It doesn't really challenge you emotionally. It doesn't like push you to grow. So where does that leave us? Where does that leave me? I think the best thing I can do right now is just acknowledge it. Be honest. Say it out loud. I'm using AI in ways that are super convenient for me, but that also take away from people who've built careers around the exact services that I'm automating. That doesn't make me evil, but it does mean I need to be aware and maybe a little more intentional. Because if I'm gonna ask the music industry to protect creators, I need to apply that same energy to other fields too. So maybe I don't hire a designer every time, but maybe I find ways to collaborate sometimes. Maybe I don't go, full ChatGPT for every contract, but maybe I do pay someone to review the bigger ones. Maybe we don't stop using AI, but maybe we stop pretending that there's no impact. I don't have all the answers. I'm still figuring it out, but I wanted to make this video not to preach, but to admit something that I think a lot of creators are feeling but not saying out loud. So yeah, I'm using AI, but I'm also trying to stay human, and I hope you are too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious where y'all stand on this. And if you've had that moment where you realize you were unintentionally part of the thing you were criticizing, I'd love to hear about it. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, peace.